Hello and welcome back to Questing Time! Oh my goodness, thank you all for being here. You guys are amazing! Turning up twice in a row. The commitment. I love it. Yes, this week we are back playing Moonlighters with our ever amazing cast -1. Unfortunately, Sasha is not feeling too well and so has had to bow out of today's episode. I would, if you have 2 minutes, please go ahead, give her a little follow, a little love on social media. I'm sure it would mean the world to her. But in her absence, we will be doing her justice, we think. That is entirely up to our cast. The amazing Sam, Emily, and Nacho.
Hey.
Very, very quickly, guys, what I would love to do is just go around, reintroduce your characters, give them give everybody watching a little bit of backstory, like maybe something they don't know about your character, a hidden secret, something that drives them forward, or something they're really ashamed of. Let's start with let's start with Nacho as Jellamiah S. Lyme.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jellamiah S. Lyme. That's not the voice.
But the rhythm was
I am.
fantastic.
Thank you, thank you. I am playing a plasmoid fighter. Subclass is champion, so that's cool. I am essentially a glob of neon yellow matter, I guess. I fart a lot, and I also speak like I'm very congested. So, welcome to the show.
Welcome, and thank you very much to new follower links. Yeah, this week we can hear alerts because last week we had a lot of technical difficulties, and so now whenever you subscribe, like, follow, do whatever the Twitch things are, redeem stuff, we can actually hear it and do stuff, which will be cool. Emily, right?
Ancient man.
Yes.
An ancient man. Like 1800?
It's me. Well, it's not me. So hi, I'm Emily. I play Dicky St.Germain, the astral elf cleric, captain of the ship. He is an ancient man. He's quite old. Thank you for the bits.
Oh, thank you, Ibono.
Thank you
Big
so
fan.
Dicky talks kind of like a pilot, so it's a lot of talking like that. If you take a look out your left window, you'll see things I'm ashamed of. Am I allowed to just be like, hi, I'm Emily, and a thing I'm ashamed of is me?
Oh no!
I mean, it is now. Yes.
Okay. Because like Dicky has a gajillion ex-spouses, but you know, is not ashamed of being married a lot. Has one particular ex-spouse that he's still in love with, so that's something. He's still very deeply in love with her.
When
Aren't
was
we
that
all
for
in love with
him?
our ex-spouses? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love drama.
Yeah.
love to get in there.
We love to get in there. Yeah, so that's a thing for his character, but yeah, mostly I just wanted to talk about how I am full of self-loathing and now I'm here.
I just feel like spiritually you are an ancient man girl. And I don't know what, I've forgotten her name. We found her on Instagram. She is an icon, a meme, a leader, if ever there was one. We found her and I've forgotten her name instantly. I just know her as an ancient man girl.
Should we like find a way to like invite her on the stream or something? Just be like, look,
that would be amazing.
We love you. We talk about you constantly.
I'm not joking. If I will set a random level tonight of something, maybe bits, followers, subscribers, whatever it is, and if we hit that, I'm going to message her and see if she wants to come on.
I love this plan. I love this plan. Yes. Ancient man.
Vupacillion, that's it. Vupacillion. Like supervillain. No, Vupacillion, not like supervillain, but backwards. Thank you, Questing Time. We love you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Paul Foxcroft is here and in the background if you would like to say hello. He is listening.
It was Wednesday, my dude.
This is footage of me doing that.
Thank you, Paul.
So Dicky St.Germain,
Yes.
not ashamed of his exes, but is ashamed
No.
of the chronic self-loathing.
Well, no,
sense.
that's Emily. That's Emily the actor. I don't know.
Emily the actor.
Yeah, I don't know if Dicky St.Germain has a heck of a lot of like a developed shame muscle, but like
If not,
Emily,
we'll develop it.
Yeah, Emily the chick who streams from her bedroom in DC definitely has a lot of Emily like you know skeletons in the shame closet, and maybe we could talk about that. we'll have like a bits or something. We'll have like a thing where it's like, yeah, you can pay to hear me talk about things I'm ashamed of.
Yeah, if someone donates 500 bits, Emily will talk about her shame, and it will be glorious.
Yeah,
and speaking
I'll start
of
making a
shame,
list.
Sam, how are you doing?
What a wonderful segue. Thank you so much for this glowing opportunity.
I'm nothing if not a complete natural at this.
Hi.
Oh,
I'm Sam.
please tell us about Charlie and yourself and your shame if you would like to.
Thank you, Jess. Tonight I will be playing Charlie Snapjaw Teachley. I was hoping to give like stars in your eyes vibes.
You are very
thank
much so.
It's Charlie Snapjaw Teachley, the Drake Warden Ranger, who is cobbled together from everybody else who's been playing a Drake Warden Ranger. And I've been going, wow, that's really cool. Let's give him a gun. I've written in my text document that I sent to Jess, style Crocodile Dundee via Kent. So I don't know if that's giving people more information, less information.
I would say it's the exact right information.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember which accent I went for. I just went geezer accent, but like what a pan London accent it was last time. It really went all over.
It was the Danny Dyer of Australia, is what it felt like.
Yes, absolutely.
Danny Dyer, but in like a leather hat and jerkin, and like the ability to actually know what a knife is. Sort of. I don't know why. I just don't imagine Danny Dyer's actually ever held a knife. I just feel like
he has held a sword.
Oh, that's basically a big knife.
He went on one of those like heritage things, and like people were like, "You're probably descended from a royal line," and they just kept handing him like swords and pieces of armor. He was like, "What is this then?" It was incredible.
Excellent.
I mean,
That was
like,
beautiful.
I'm like, anytime I think about descent from the royal line, I'm like, Abigail Thorne. Abigail Thorne is
Yes,
the queen.
absolutely.
Oh,
Happy birthday to whoever that's for.
yes.
Happy
Every
birthday,
week.
Paul.
My birthday.
I feel like whenever that comes up, I think we all have to stop whatever we're doing, even if it's like mid-combat, and go, "Happy birthday, Paul," and just live it like that.
Hey,
No,
Paul.
you don't want this.
Paul, baby doll. Paul.
Wait,
Happy
is it
birthday.
Paul's birthday for realsies, or is it just always Paul's birthday?
No,
It's
it's
always
just always
Paul's
Paul's
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Paul
Thank
wasn't
you.
every
born.
day.
He was just forged. So every day we have to celebrate. Happy birthday, Paul. Paul.
Yeah, like
darling,
that one Lizzo song, you
You're a
know?
gem.
Every day's your birthday. Okay, excellent. So those are our characters for today. Happy birthday to all of them. And with that, what I would love to do is get a few notes or memories or recollections of what happened last week from each of you, all of you, in any order. Just go for it. Give me your best shot.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
I made some notes.
Yes, the note-taking section of any good D&D
Yeah, hi everyone at
game.
home. I'm a forever DM, so I took the notes this time. This is me. This is me wishing that like I could not be this, but here I am with the notes of what happened.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Go on.
last time, a beautiful ship with a beautiful, fantastic crew whose like the dynamic was all well matched, like the vibes were on point. We're literally struck with a quaternary character that came to upset the group dynamic, which was me. Charlie smashed in from the Astral Sea, just flying in on his Drake, using it as like a inflatable crocodile. I've got inflatable crocodile Lilo, just coming in, smashing the ship, and then hilarity ensued, where we
Oh no!
This is-
Read it out word for word. This is what I want to hear.
Oh my god. Okay, so we had some fantastic like group repartee bits. We all did little bits. Everyone was on point. I was very terrified. Everybody else was really good, bringing their own character
Don't
energy
forget,
in. And
I get your dead body if you die.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's the
was-
thing that
actually written
happened.
here.
Can confirm
Yep.
that is a deal that was made. Yep, that's packed.
We we were then going to go to real life location on Toril, the planet Toril, a copyrighted location, Fiji. We were going to go to Fiji, the real location on the planet Toril, because that was going to be where the vibes were going to be reset. Dicky was going to like ground, chamomile tea, chakras aligned, like.
Sorry.
We were also going to take the ship to
Yes.
our maintenance guy, Bobby Maintenance,
Bobby maintenance.
Bobby maintenance.
who was gonna
Yes.
kill us because our ship was in need of maintenance.
Yeah. Then we hit a lot of stuff. In order of collision was a giant eyemonger. Then we
Yep,
had
that's it. Yep.
then we had a ship that had befouled air. The name of the ship I don't have. I did remember
Foxcroft's
right.
Revenge, I think.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Thank
Um,
you.
And then Jess had a whole scene that was designed for her, and she enjoyed very much, which was Stampy Battle Armor ladies with Bob haircuts.
Hi stream. Hi guys. My name's Jess Jewell, and I will unapologetically use very tall buff women in my campaigns at any given point. I didn't have the balls to run Thirsty Sword Lesbians. This is it. This is my homage to the thing I so desperately at some point will play. But for now, yeah, if you don't like tall, super muscular, super soldier women, no, this ain't your stream. Highly
My
recommend you jump out now.
imagination was looking respectfully.
Also, if you don't think farts are funny, you can leave.
Oh,
Are we just gonna keep listing off reasons for people to leave? Just like,
Yeah,
if
we're
you
just
don't
we're
like
just like-
colorful backgrounds, you can leave.
we're just
Two, you
parrying
heard
off the chaff.
Thirsty Sword Lesbians right. You heard that entirely right, and this is it. You are in the right place, my guy. Welcome.
We're distilling until it's the vital essence of our niche.
Hi, I am the DM. So yes, landing and meeting. Definitely not copyright trademarked Adeptus Sororitas from Warhammer 40k. Definitely not them.
Nope.
What weapon do bisexuals get?
Nunchucks.
Technically,
Zweihander.
nunchucks.
That's my
Thirsty-
guess.
Thirsty
I was gonna-
nunchuck bisexuals?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna be in so much trouble. So yes, once you run into the thirsty nunchuck bisexuals, also known as the Sunless Sisters, what
yes.
happened then, guys?
Well, TBD thought it would be a good call to pretend to be one of their ranks or among their ranks. And it really kind of didn't exactly go off without a hitch. So we kind of just had to sort of, level with them about the situation. And then they were like, "You've done crimes." And we were like, "You have to be more specific. We've done a lot of crimes." And then they were like, "We'll let you get away with your crimes if you do this mission for us. We'll fix up your ship, everything else." They threatened our families, which for some of us was like, I have no family. For my character personally, it was like, get ready to have a printout of just like name after name after name after name after name after name after name of people I've married. And Jelly farted a lot.
Yeah, I was hiding in a bucket because I was pretending to be a mop, but then Dicky and Tee Bee kept making me nervous, so I kept farting. It
Yeah.
wasn't fun for anyone.
Disagree. Respectfully.
I love the respect. There's a lot of respect happening.
Only respect on this stream.
Sam, I know you have notes, so I'm kind of like, I know I was doing some broad strokes. Is there anything in the notes that I might have missed as I was talking about meeting the tall, hot, buff lady?
Everyone decided to wear mops.
Yeah, that's true. That did happen.
Which emulated the haircut, which is absolutely amazing. We were forcefully conscripted
Yes.
to go to a location which I have in brackets as Lich Farm.
Oh, right. Kelly.
The Krungus system.
In the Krungus system, yes.
And we also had like two really cool jellyfish people who I had to like go and Google what that species looks like in lore, and they look incredible. The Rygar, fantastic. And they were called the Glass Twins, and they gave me like really strong, everything's going to be fine. I'm sure these are going to be inconsequential NPCs who won't mess us up entirely. Yeah. And then we got a load of stuff that some kind of glassed over emotionless workers who were stimmed up on some kind of weird drug.
Yeah.
Again, completely fine. Nothing we need to worry about. We have to go to a location, collect. We have to talk to. Wow, that's incredible. The one thing that is actually not in my notes is what we have to do when we get there. That's incredible. That's so useful for me.
We just have to say that the Glass Twins sent us and that they'll know what to do with us. That's what the Glass Twins told us.
Yeah, it's a very need to know basis sort of thing thus far, and that doesn't make me nervous at all. And also, Dicky knew of Kelly the Lich Farm, but has never been there. But his his former best friend, who is now deceased, Kyle McMullins, wanted to have his bachelor party there. And I've definitely spent the week reflecting on a lot of other things that Kyle McMullins got up to just in his long, bizarre life.
At least he didn't die in his bachelor party, you know? Like, it could have been worse.
Oh, I mean, look, they all respect Kyle at the Lich Farm. Kyle is, Kyle's a fixture. They have a picture of him above the bar, just like, do serve this man.
I thought Kyle was giving off energy of like middle management, like Kyle is regional manager at the Lich Farm.
Oh, that would explain a lot.
All right. You're gonna need to spell me his. No, you're gonna need to spell me his first and last names because this is too good to not be lore now.
Kyle, K-Y-L-E.
Okay. Cool.
McMullins.
McMullins. There we go.
M-U-L-L-I-N-S. Kyle McMullins.
Cool. I'm 100% sure that won't come back at any point in the future. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Excellent. So yes, so a mission to go to the Lich Farm. Anything else about that area in particular? Or the mission itself in that regard?
Yeah, so there was something about like we have to stop halfway because otherwise we'll run out of air.
Oh, and it's space that's not owned by the Sunless Sisters. It's the other people's space.
Yeah,
that's what I was looking for there. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. With Nacho, with regards to what you were saying, so you will be traveling through the Astral Sea. Because you guys have been spacefaring for quite a while, you know that you don't have to breathe in the Astral Sea. But there is a an issue with space blindness, or the star crazies, as some people
Mhm.
call them, where if you spend too much time, you begin to go a little bit loopy if you don't have a direction in mind, or a very secure heading, as provided by. I will give inspiration to anybody that can name me the systems in which that you are using to navigate from one Wildspace system to another.
What, the light link system?
Yeah.
That'll be the one. Ding, ding, ding!
Beep, beep,
Please
beep.
award yourself inspiration.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get inspiration. It's fine. it's fine.
This is how we tell the boys from the men, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm the boy because I was excited about getting a fact right.
Correct.
I was ready to make up a name, which incidentally someone at a party told me their name. I forgot instantaneously. They asked me to tell them what their name was, and I started calling them Johannes, which was wrong. But then everyone at the party decided that Johannes was a better name than Eric. So
yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying
absolutely.
is,
Yeah, I'm
you
sorry,
don't want.
Eric.
I know. I'm like, you don't want to ask me the names of things because I will go too hard in the other direction.
Yeah, you can call him Johannes and just say baby got Bach. You know, like Johannes Sebastian Bach.
Oh,
That was really good. That was upsettingly good.
Do I get inspiration?
You get inspiration. I like
Let's
that.
go!
He can't get facts, but he can do jokes, which is the two sides of the coin that is this stream, I think. Incredible scenes. Okay, so they gave you a heading, they gave you a mission. What was the last thing that we sort of left you guys on?
Oh God.
Oh, the murder. There was
Yeah.
a murder.
Oh.
Right.
I
someone
forgot about the
died.
murder.
I've been thinking about this all week.
Why have you been thinking about it all week?
Because mighty DM. It's in my character notes.
Forced perspective,
Listen.
never what?
I'm just here to wear sunglasses and a waistcoat with no shirt. So
It's a lifestyle.
yeah.
It is a lifestyle. Indeed.
Incredible scenes. So yeah. Does anybody I will give you this prompt. Does anybody remember what happened just prior to the last time that we saw your characters?
Yeah. So like what happened was that we were like going off into space or whatever, and then like we just passed out, and then we woke up. Dicky was in cold sweats,
Yes.
and Charlie was also like panicking because there was someone who died in front of him, and I don't know. I don't recall. I was so fucked up.
If anything that's actually go on, sorry, yep.
Oh, and there was like, I think there was like blood everywhere, and I think that like there was like a murder weapon somewhere. Like it was all looking very incriminating and scary.
Was it a knife? I think it was a knife.
knife.
Yeah.
It was a
My
knife.
hand.
Dicky was holding the knife.
Was I?
Were you?
Oh, that's so
thought
cute.
I was holding the knife.
I didn't know who was holding the knife. I just knew it was there, man.
So this
Well, man, I'm not here to
This
knock.
is-
Someone was holding a knife. Let's not say who it was.
Party's a party. So this actually gives us a really nice little segue into where you guys are right now. You've just come out of what I will call a blackout episode. You cannot seem to recall, like, you know your life, you know everything that has happened up to a certain point. You know you were traveling through space, you know you have this mission, you've got all of that, but there is like a blank space where your memory should be. And you are all on the deck of the Narhole, your custom pleasure vehicle that you have stolen from a certain lord.
Excuse
that
me.
is-
I have a deed written on a napkin because I want it fair and square.
the Narhole, which is now on screen for anybody who would like to see. Thank you so much, Paul Foxcroft. While we are here, and before we get into everything, can I just say a massive all hail Paul Foxcroft?
All
All
hail
hail
Paul
Paul
Foxcroft!
without who I would be lost and there would be no stream. So thank you very much.
An ancient man.
Is that what?
Tactical self nuke.
Oh no.
Just happened.
Oh no.
We love our ancient. Just I was in the middle of being like, "Yay, Paul Foxcroft," and someone redeemed the ancient man. Oh, you redeemed the ancient man. Paul,
Incredible. Incredible. I love it.
I didn't see it. I'm so sorry for a second, and I was like, "God, we've got a fucking savage in the audience tonight." My God, excellent. Real happy about it. What I should say as well, actually, while we are here, is in a couple of minutes' time as well. Friend of the show, excellent cosplayer, and all-round amazing human being, Molly May Cosplay, is making her Twitch push for Twitch Partner. She just needs one more stream until everybody, well, hopefully with everybody watching, so that she will be able to get the stats to move up to Twitch Partner. If you would love to watch this live, I love you. I think you are fantastic. But it'd be really cool as well if you were able to pull up her stream and just have it in the background lurking on mute. That'd be awesome. I fully believe in supporting everybody within the community who is a good egg. So you can absolutely 100% find Molly May over on the link now in the chat, if you so would. So yeah, she's going live in 2 minutes. And tell her that Questing Time sent you and that we all send her love. But yeah, everybody gets love from this stream. Except these guys, because these guys are now about to face a literal crime scene. So on the lower deck of the Narhole, you are all looking each other square in the eyes and very confused. All of you have that knowledge in your eyes that none of you quite remember what's just happened. You all look quite dazed, quite confused. With the exception of Tee Bee Dee. Tee Bee Dee usually has these incredible holographic eyes on her face that are so emotive and so bright. They glow in neon blue, and her hair changes color depending on her mood. Her hair is grey. Her eyes are non-existent. Her features are wiped. She is off, apparently rebooting, maybe reloading, but she is motionless completely and stood stock still. What I'm going to need everyone to do is roll me a d20, please. Right off the bat.
I definitely had D&D Beyond open. Like, I don't know what you guys
Yeah, 100% ready. To be
Always
fair,
What
ready.
is this? What is this?
I got a 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at you in the double digits.
D20. D20.
Does anyone remember turning 10
Roll.
and everyone being like, look at you, double digits? Or was that just like a.
No, I got that, and I had an
Right,
existential
yeah.
nightmare. I was like, hang on, is this, do I ascend to a higher plane now? Or is this a slow decline? And it was the second one. It's the
Yeah.
slow
Speaking
descent.
of turning 10, I rolled a 10. So
You rolled a 10.
Yay!
Fantastic.
Double
So
digits.
you got a 12, 12 and a 10. And Sam, what did you roll?
8.
8.
Got
Brilliant.
8.
So, as you are looking around one another, each of you is not looking good. Tee Bee Dee is looking worse than all of you. You are covered in scrapes, bruises, you are bleeding, you have been through some sort of ordeal. Could all of you take the amount of damage you have just rolled, please?
Hey!
Double
Rude.
digits!
Oh, wait. I have a question really quick.
Yes.
Because I took damage last round.
Oh.
Am I adding the 12 on top of that damage, or did we have what would amount to a long rest in between?
I'm going to say, because you guys were docked and you weren't doing anything during that time, you were sort of watching all of the sisters using mending spells and aside from Jelly, who was sort of hovering but not quite. I am going to say you guys had time for a rest. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with a long rest. You guys have had a long rest. You were fine. So just take the damage that you have sustained now.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to check
no
before
worries.
I added it because I was like, it's been a rough couple of days for the old Dick
For old
Meister.
Dicky.
Yeah.
Dick Meister?
That's what
Yeah.
Kyle calls him, the Dickmeister. Yeah.
I'm not making notes. You're making notes. It's fine.
Oh no.
So
No.
amidst all of the blood that is, Charlie's got a really nasty cut on his head, and it's matting his fur. Dicky's one of Dicky's ears appears to have a nick in it, and your arm isn't looking great. Like you've got scrapes all along it. Jellamiah doesn't look any different, but the usual really bright neon coloring has sort of faded somewhat. And it seems great. It's all, you've got debris floating in you, some sort of like space junk, it seems. And all of you are coated in what looks like a thick, viscous yellow liquid. And it's also on Tee Bee Dee as well. Tee Bee Dee is like real bad. Tee Bee Dee's missing an arm. Tee Bee Dee's like outer shell and casing is pierced and has been ripped apart in places. The fact that she's standing is kind of a miracle. And so as you are sort of looking over and assessing each other's damage, you then all look down and see on the deck a emaciated mind flayer. Its purple skin is tinged a little bit grey. The tentacles from its face are all bandaged. There's a little spectacle, a little set of spectacles on the bridge of its nose. It's thin, and at the base of its head, you can see a deep purple pool of blood is beginning to blossom and sink into the boards of the ship. And as we said last time, Sam's character Charlie looks down and recognizes this as somebody that he knows. This is Humboldt. And that is where we begin. So what is everyone's first reaction?
Go ahead, Charlie.
Jess, can we confirm who was holding the knife?
So Charlie was holding the knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it wasn't Dicky. I'm sorry, Dicky.
Yeah.
I threw you under the bus for a second.
That's
there.
okay. That's
It
okay,
is-
man.
It is a dagger, and you would know from like the weight of it, it's your own dagger.
Why would you do this? Oh my god! Right. Okay. He's just gonna like throw the dagger down straight onto the floor, and he's there like, "Oh no!" He like snaps for Drakey Jake to come under, and he like lifts. He lifts Humboldt's head, and like Drakey Jake comes underneath to try and do. I would like to do.
Have you summoned Drakey Jake?
He doesn't need to be summoned unless he dies.
You look around and you notice that Drakey Jake isn't there.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Oh.
my god! Right. Understood.
I mean, you are more than welcome to summon him, but looking around like with Humboldt's head in your hands, Drakey Jake is not on board the ship, on board the deck that you can see.
Can I make a medicine check upon Professor Humboldt?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be 14.
Excellent. He is dead.
Cool.
He is very dead. He is dead, and you would be able to tell with like a 14. So you've got his head in your hands?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. As your hands move around the back of his neck, you feel a deep gash. Real deep. And your fingers sort of accidentally sort of touch in, and you realize like that's severed something. This has probably been sliced from the back with some sort of weapon.
May I make a medicine check to see if I can get a sense for how long?
Yes,
been dead?
absolutely. Go for
Thank you. God damn it. That's an 8.
It's a good
8.
number.
He doesn't smell like he's been dead for a while. So he's probably recent. The blood's still wet.
So first of all, everyone, I just want us to take a deep breath together and I'm gonna do a thing, and I'm gonna cast mass healing word for everybody.
Okay,
Right.
brilliant. How much does that give
Everyone-
everyone back?
11.
Oh, hot. So,
And I'm
Wonderful.
like, does that up to 6 creatures of my choice? So I can include myself in that.
yeah, absolutely.
Actually, just for shits and giggles, I'm like, so there's me, Charlie, Jelly, Tee Bee Dee. I'll cast it on the professor, and then is BB there as well?
BB doesn't appear to be around.
Okay.
Why
Well,
are you doing
those
this?
are my 5. So 11 points of healing.
All right, excellent. Everybody regain. Nothing happens to the professor,
Poo.
but you do see TBD's hair flickers in like a rainbow spectrum and then goes back to being grey. So they are definitely alive, but for some reason they are not conscious.
All right. Well, feeling a little better. Now I'm feeling a little better able to assess the situation here. Guys, how fucked up was I on drugs, and who can tell me what just happened?
You see like a blob of slime in the deck, just kind of like stand up and say,
I don't remember what happened either, Dicky. I'm gonna go see if I could find BB.
and he's gonna like bolt to the captain's quarters to see if he can find BB.
Dicky is gonna sigh and go, "This is like New Orleans in 1898 all over again." Okay.
All right. So Jellamiah is rushing off to the captain's quarters. What does that sound like? Purely for the theatrics.
I feel like instead of farting this time, he just kind of like does like a cartwheel, and he's like blop 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 blop.
If he's cartwheeling, could you please make me an acrobatics check?
Absolutely,
Amazing.
that's a 10.
Okay, yeah, you manage sort of some really like lovely fluid cartwheels. It's like all elements of you sort of flow into the other, and then some of the space debris within you sort of flies out, like over the side of the ship, hits the wall. It's almost like a dog that's wet and does the little drill thing that it goes, and it's like flinging all of the debris out. And that's now on the deck as well. But yeah, you make your way to the captain's quarters. The door to the captain's quarters is really lovely mahogany. It's very well varnished, good sheen. It's expensive wood.
I'm a classy man and I like expensive wood.
Yeah, you do. Anyway,
Yeah, you can just ask my ex-husband, Jacob. He'll tell you anything.
You can have inspiration for that.
Dicky,
we
where
like
the
it.
hell have you been, Loca? Sorry.
Incredible scenes. So yeah, you are at the door to the captain's quarters.
Okay. Do I see any trail of BB being there or existing in this ship?
From the door alone, no, it's just closed.
Okay, can I try opening the door?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you just going to open it?
Yes.
Cool. Yep, you open it. The inside of the captain's quarters is dark. It's because you guys are quite friendly. You guys, there's not really a sense of rank or hierarchy aside from when Dicky really wants a disco party and likes to lounge around in the spelljamming helm. The captain's quarters is more of like a hangout for you guys. It's very relaxed atmosphere. It's not like stuck up and uptight. Like this is where this is where Tee Bee made Drakey Jake the nest to keep him warm and happy. So it's a little disorganized. There's blankets, there's books, there's maps, there's loads of stuff around here. It is completely dark. Would you like to venture in?
Yes. Can I try like reaching for the power and flicking the lights on, or is that not a thing in this ship?
You reach to the door, so you know that there is a switch that allows the ship to draw magical light, almost like LED lights that sort of flicker up around the seams of the room, and also bring a disco ball down from the ceiling. So you flick those on, the disco ball comes down, the lights come on, and there is a very party atmosphere here. It's very bright, very very rainbow. Could you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes. I'm not very perceptive, but 7.
Okay, you don't see anything, like, because the lights are flashing. You don't see anything from the outset. Like you don't see BB.
Okay. You just hear Jellamiah go,
Oh boy. I think I'm gonna have to go inside.
and he just slowly like
What is this alert? Ooh, noises!
disco, disco.
Disco, 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 disco.
I thought
Thank
it
you,
was
Jabella.
I thought it was like the disco just ramping up, and I was like, oh my god, what song is it going to be? I hope it's gimme, gimme, gimme. That's what I want right now.
That's what's
Uh,
listed on next on the playlist. But no music is playing at this point.
Yes.
Just the lights going right now.
Dickie's favorite classical music song, "Gimme, Gimme, Gimme" by ABBA,
Yep,
plays
a
on a
classic.
harpsichord.
Written millennia ago, remembered only
Yes.
by the people of Toril and Fiji. It's heritage.
Jelly's gonna try going into the room.
Okay, he steps
Uh,
forward. Did you do anything? Say
I
anything?
try, yeah, I try calling out for BB. So I'm like,
BB, are you here?
From there is a at the very back of the Narwhal's top deck, so where the captain's quarters are. I don't know if you can see it on the tiny little diorama that we have. There, it's down there. It's down there. You can see a little balcony-like area coming around the back of the lower level of the ship. Down one. Down one. There we go. We got it. So there's that little balcony area there. There are sort of big glass windows going out onto that. And what I'm going to say is like a couple of stripper poles on either side as well for added glam. From the side of the windows, like again, everything is paneled in beautiful mahogany. And you see one of the panels give way. It's like a little hidey hole, and BB's face pops out and just goes, Jellamiah? Is that you?
Yeah, baby, are you okay? We don't know what happened.
BB rolls forward, and you can see his, like, just the two little eyes that he has on his face. If he could cry, he would. He rolls forward to you desperately and basically rams himself into like your body and is sort of cushioned against you as he lands and just is shaking. The little balls are chattering against one another. He goes, it was dark. It was dark. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Oh boy. This is bananas.
and he just picks up BB and goes back to the main deck where the crew is.
Brilliant. Okay. So you guys are walking out. Dicky, what are you doing?
So Emily, the player, has a mechanics question.
Go for it.
Are there mechanics for trying a spell you don't know?
As in, you do not know the spell itself and you just want to try it.
Yes, like I know the spell exists. I do not have it prepared.
Okay. So usually the answer is a flat no, but I enjoy chaos. I would like you to roll me a d6, please.
Okay.
In lieu of flipping a coin, I'm going to say because Dicky has been around for a long time, he has learned how to circumvent certain magics. It's never going to work all the time. You got a 4 evens, fantastic. Okay, so in learning how to circumventing magic is nigh on impossible. Usually, it requires a certain set of rules, but Dicky breaks rules for breakfast. However, he does know that
he's an ancient man.
So. He is an ancient man.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
An ancient man.
Is that what?
No, if we're ever done with this bit, we're done with the stream. This is permanent.
We need to get her on the show.
I love her. So because you have been around, you have worked tirelessly to break as many systems as humanly possible. I'm going to say twice a day, are able to attempt a spell that you haven't got prepared, but that you know. It has a 50% chance of failure. Okay. So you can write that down and have that in your character sheet. I'm just going to say that this is... I like chaos. I enjoy it.
I can't wait.
So if in throes of death, you are like, I'm going to put all of my faith into this spell, there is a 50% chance it just won't fucking work. So
amazing.
Excellent. Okay, so you've got evens. Evens are a success. Odds are a fail. So evens, you succeed. What spell is it that you would like to have?
I want to cast Speak with the Dead, which I think is level 3. It might be level 2. I need to look it up, but
oh, you son of a bitch! Fine. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, that's much better than what I had planned. Oh yes.
It is okay. It's a 3rd level spell. So I'll mark off that I cast another 3rd level spell. I'm just burning through the spells like an asshole. All right. So I'm going to cast Speak with the Dead to talk to this professor to figure out what the heck happened. So I'm going to cast the spell and it's going to be like, hello?
What are the parameters on Speak with the Dead, just before we do into this, just so I am prepared?
You you grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse only knows what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. This spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beef.
Oh, I forgot about all the beef.
Beef.
All about beef. Excellent. Really enjoy how I have fucked myself here. Really should have thought of that one beforehand. No, okay, excellent. So, what does casting this look like?
What casting this looks like for Dicky is going to pull a vial of blood out of his pocket. He's going to shake it around a little bit. He's going to dump it on the corpse. And then he's going to just poke it on the forehead a few times, going, hello? Hello? Sir? Sir? This is your cleric speaking. Hello?
The eyes behind the tiny spectacles on the bridge of the nose roll forward. All of the blood vessels that you could sort of see sort of streaking up them pull down 2 very widely dilated pupils. And Humboldt sits dead upright. As, hey! Ah, fucking hell, what? Hey, what? Not this again. I recognize this. Where are we now? What are we? My God, Snapjaw!
I think like I'm like perplexed, like I'm utterly like catatonic, like Humboldt's just been dead in Snapjaw's hands, and he's like, no, no, and then just Dicky's like, hello, wake up.
Yeah. And Dicky is gonna turn to Charlie Snapjaw here and just be like, we don't have a heck of a lot of time to talk to your dead friend, so we're just gonna have to try to stay focused here, bud.
Yeah,
And
no, right,
is
no.
gonna turn.
Hey,
Oh.
hang on. Excuse me. Could what is happening?
That's what we were about to ask you. I'm afraid we have no memory of what happened. We've only recently come to. The room is covered in blood, and unfortunately, this time it's your blood. Hate it when that happens. But we don't really know how this came to pass, and we were hoping you might have some memory of how you died.
Is that a question?
Yes, how did you die? Who killed you, I guess.
That's a great. I don't remember.
Oh
I
god damn
can't-
it.
My blood, you said. Where?
Dicky just kind of like grabs, like not just grab, like gets, because the blood, some of the blood's on the walls, right? Is that what you said?
So there is yellow liquid on the walls.
Oh. So Dicky is going to, first of all, just sort of pat the back of the head where the blood is coming out of. So there's some on the one hand, and is going to get some of the yellow liquid off the walls, and is going to go, all right, so this one is your blood. It's coming out of the back of your head. Medically speaking, you were dead, you are dead. This is your blood. This yellow stuff, we don't know what that is. I just assumed it was related. Is that related? Is that one of your fluids?
Is that a question?
Yes, is that one of your fluids?
Don't recognize it. No, that's not one of mine.
Oh god damn it.
That's not my fluids. No.
Professor, is it true that you managed to isolate regional locational speciation up a mountain to indicate that species are locational based due to a temporal and topographical location?
The fuck?
It was in a journal that I wrote like 20 years ago. But yeah,
I'm a
that
big
was
fan.
me.
I've always wanted to really talk to you about this. I kind of read it on the back of something else. I'm just really glad to meet you. Thank you so much.
So it's an absolute pleasure to meet a fan. I'm also butchering this accent, but that's fine. Let's ignore that. But no, that's lad, that's an absolute gaff. That why, what do you do?
I'm an ecologist. Now, if I could ask you again, now, really, eels, we really don't know where they come from. Obviously, they just go around all over the planets and just kind of, we've got no idea. So what's your best theory for kind of like, you know, where the spawning areas are? We're thinking some kind of northern seas, but what's your best bet?
Charlie, we only get so many questions.
Is that your question?
Yes.
No!
Incredible. So
No!
eels are cunts. Eels are just bastards. They just do whatever the fuck they want. Like, nature applies to so many animals. And just like goats and eels, you can't tell them what to do. They hate gravity, and they just will not ever be explained. So, no, I cannot tell you why eels do what they do.
You just hear like a metallic thud, and it's like Jelly dropping BB, turning his arm into a hook and grabbing Charlie by the neck, pulling him towards him.
Professor, is there any reason someone might want you dead? Do you have any enemies? Have you been in Some
5, 4,
sort of.
3, 2, 1.
Beef, 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 beef.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you so much. Is that your question?
That is my question. Yes, that is the question.
Humboldt gets up to his feet, and sort of looks around, and touches the back of his neck, and looks at you and goes, "So I am dead again."
Again. Oh, that's new.
Again.
I get into scrapes. Sometimes I don't come back. Sometimes I do. I guess this might be the time I don't come back. But
Oh,
it
hell
is-
no.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
I'll find a way. Don't you worry. It's okay. I mean, I know I only get so many questions, but like I might be tempted if it's chill with you to try to bring you back again.
absolutely,
more.
I've no claim over my own skin. I don't know if you've probably noticed the fact that I'm a mind flayer. But I promise you, I'm one of the good ones. As in, I'm no longer associated to my elder colony, so I don't feed on brains for the purposes of evil. I'm more of a vegan these days, as you can probably tell. And he sort of gestures to his skeletal frame.
I have a question, Mr.
Oh.
sorry, pal. Yes, a out of questions. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
milking
didn't-
this
it
time
didn't
for all I have.
Elaborate more on the
death. On the death.
dying.
I was attempting.
Yeah.
Sorry, pal. I was trying to stay alive as long as humanly possible. Again, it's not really alive. It's sort of dead. It's limbo. I want to stay in the space. There's nothing really beyond death. I didn't believe in gods no more. I've seen too many of their bodies out in here. So this is, for me, the afterlife. But with regards to my own death, this feels deep, and he sort of pulls his head down and his neck sort of goes way further down. Like the chin sort of comes to the body and then he goes over, and you just hear like a as something sort of rips. He goes, "Hey, yeah, no," and holds his head back up like, "Aye, that'll probably be the case. I'm gonna say," and then as he's sort of fumbling around with the wound, he pulls something and looks at it and goes, "Oh, I'll say that's probably part of it, but I
Jelly
have no
farts.
memory. I've no memory of what happened to me. I've no memory of the last. So I was on a ship. I was on a ship and I heard the tune." And he gestures what's in his hand out to Snapjaw, and like looks Snapjaw dead in the eye and goes, "It's always great to meet a fan. Do hope I see you again soon, pal." And he just drops down as the spell wears off after 5 questions. And he is back lying in the pool of his own blood where he was before, with whatever was in his hand still there, grasped.
I'll grab it.
Cool. Could you roll me a history check, please?
Phew, I thought you were going to be like, hey, just get this drop down of cursed items. Oh, I thought I managed to get an edge there. No. Ooh. 5.
Ooh, spicy.
rolled
Not
a
quite
6.
enough. So, from what you prize from his hand, it is a sharp, crystal-like material. It almost looks like an arrowhead, but it appears snapped off at the base of it. It is incredibly sharp, like obsidian. It has a ridge that would indicate it has been crafted specifically, but it's not a metal that you recognize. It's not a weapon that you are at this point familiar with. maybe you've come across something like it before on your travels, but you don't know what it is.
I hold it up for the
Jelly.
other two. Jelly, Dicky, any ideas?
Jelly's arm is still around his neck, so he just tightens it, making him drop it, and then picks it up and wants to do a history check.
Okay, history check.
Let's see. Oh, 20.
Holy
Woo!
shit!
Nice.
Her.
Okay.
Okay. Jelly, you have seen this weapon before, maybe in a market stall, somewhere back on Toril, around the dockside. You think you recall this. It is part of a larger weapon. It is almost like a throwing star made of glass. It is called, from what you recall, like you were maybe haggling with someone over the counter for bits and bobs, and you pointed it out and asked what it was called. And at a 20, you know that this is a chatka.
Okay.
Chatka. Dicky, do you want to roll a history as well?
Oh, absolutely. It's a 16. It's modest.
Okay, so without Jellamiah telling you the name of it, you wouldn't know. You'd know about the same as Sam. Like, you've come across this material before, but it's like you would know it, but you don't know it. It's on that sort of cusp of, there are so many weapons out there and so many different origins and species that it's impossible to sort of say where it came from.
But it being embedded in the professor's like head shed some doubt on it being Snapjaw's doing with the knife with the kniff.
Yes, so these are not the same material.
Right. So
Exonerated. That's it.
Right. Weird situation we found ourselves in. Attempted framing for murder, yellow shit on the walls, lack of memory. I mean, question.
Yes.
Does the Dicky Dome, which is what Dicky calls his lab, does the Dicky Dome have refrigerators for bodies? It's up to you.
What I'm going to say is it has boxes that Dicky has filled over the years with ice that never melts, properties that allow you to basically put things on ice eternally, almost taken from the depths of Icewind Dale. You found these things, and these are precious relics that you have stored, and that over the years someone was like, oh, these are religious artifacts. These are powerful crystals. And Dicky's gone, I can use that to keep samples cool. Brilliant. So you have these boxes, technically, of refrigerators, as you call them. But yeah.
Amazing. So Dicky's gonna be like, when this has happened in the past, I usually start to just try to get some, quicklime together, find, some other ways of making it just disappear. But I think what I'm gonna do is get this guy onto some ice. He said he might come back. I wanna make sure that he's got something to come back to if I can. So, gentlemen, if someone wants to help me bring him to the Dicky Dome, put him on some ice, that'd be great.
Jelly is hearing Dicky speak, but instead of actually doing anything that they're asking him to do for the first time in forever, like, he's acting on his own, and he's choosing to go over to Tee Bee's body and reach into the holes that she has like pierced and see if he can find any shards of the same material that was pulled out of the doctor's head.
Oh,
Smart.
nice. Okay, could you make me an investigation check?
Yes. 15.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So something has snapped off in Tee Bee's arm. You can see similar crystalline sort of fractures and splinters have been left there as well. But as you are rooting around sort of the holes in her chest, you pull out what looks like a small steel ball. And sort of the more you pull out, like the more you find. There's like 5 or 6 small steel balls that you have in your hand once you're done sort of rummaging around. You can shake her, they basically fall out like a money box. But yeah, Charlie, can you make me a perception check?
No. 13.
Yeah, you can tell that these look very much like the rounds that you use in your musket.
Okay.
Cool.
Um,
Am I able to check how many rounds are missing from my pouch?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
What a juxtaposition.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you, how many rounds do you usually carry with you?
20.
Cool. You're missing about 17.
Oh.
can Jelly roll for perception and see if he can tell what's going on between Charlie and the musket in the situation, or is that not something that I can do?
Yeah, no, 100%. So, let's do an insight check, please. If you could roll insight for me, please. I'm going to say that you clocked Charlie go. Oh, like he reached for his pouch and went, "Oh no." What
I
did
rolled
you
a
get?
7.
7. Because you've just met Charlie, really, you don't really. You've got no idea what he's thinking. You've just seen him sort of pull his hand to his pouch, and then nothing cross his face.
Jelly shakes it off and picks up the body and takes it to the Dicky Dome.
Okay.
Thank
Which
you,
body
Jelly.
is that? Tee Bee Dee or
The
or
mind
Humboldt?
flayer. Yeah, Humboldt.
The mind flayer.
Organic matter one.
The organic matter. So who's touching the body?
Which body?
Humboldt's body, the mind flayer.
That would
One?
be me.
Well,
Okay, cool.
I had touched it on account of getting weird with the blood.
Okay. Could you both make me investigation checks?
14.
Okay.
Also 14.
Also 14. Okay. Oh. All right. Nothing out of the ordinary strikes you. It very much just feels like a gentleman, a very skeletal, very thin mind flayer, gangly to the point of starvation, you would say. And as you sort of pick him up, you're just aware of how light he is. Sam, could you make me another perception check, please?
It's our favorite number of the night. It's 8.
You notice that he's wearing a robe that is colored almost like speckled with stardust almost. It's quite beautiful for what it is. It's very flowy and free, probably to allow him a lot of dexterity and maneuverability as he's watching all of the animals that he'll no longer be able to see. But amidst the sort of flow of this robe, you see as these two are sort of picking it up, it gathers at the bottom by the hem in a very unnatural way, like something's weighing it down or like it's caught on something.
Wait. Everyone, hold on a second. I'm going to like pause everyone, and I'm going to tap around, see if I can feel something.
All right, roll me an investigation check.
Why? 4.
You're patting down the body, ignoring the hem for God knows what reason. But you, as you are patting around sort of the chest area, you find a notebook and a dagger and a pouch where he keeps it jingles with what feels like a little bit of money.
Dagger.
You gonna take it?
I am gonna take him.
Okay, cool. So you loot the corpse, and with that, does anyone want to do anything else?
I have a question, and this is a
Mhm.
mechanics question. If I'm lifting a body up that is being like something is weighing down the hem, will I be able to perceive it through the lifting, or
Where are you lifting it from?
like from under the legs? So like the dress would be draping down.
Yeah, okay, I'll say yes. Yeah, roll me a perception check, just real quick, just in case, I don't know, Jelly's ping pong balls have fallen out of his head during the cartwheel or something. Ah, no,
Dirty 20.
definitely not.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Woo!
You clock this basically immediately. Like when when Charlie goes, hang on, your eyes dart down and notice this, and as Snapjaw like pats the body, you notice that something is weighing heavily down in the flowiness of the robe.
Can I like with my right leg step over it and suck it into my goo so that no one knows that I have it?
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
sorry.
Sleight of hand
sorry.
check. Sleight of hand
Suck
check.
it into your goo.
He's gonna
Slime
suck
of
it into
hand
the
check,
goo.
surely.
11.
Slime of hand. Okay. With that, you step onto the hem as Snapjaw is patting it down, patting the body down. But you can feel that it's in the hem, like it's sewn in, but you can't get it out with the dexterity of the goo that you currently have.
Okay.
But you know that there is something there. It feels circular.
I am going to rush to the Dicky Dome
Oh.
and tear the hem a little bit so I can, take, but do it like secretly away from Charlie and away from Dicky, just so I
Okay.
can see the thing before the cat, like the crew can see it.
So you move with the body. Dicky was originally going with you, wasn't he?
Yeah, Dicky sees Jelly just kind of like book it, and sort
With
of
the
like
body.
yeah, sort of just like pauses for a moment, and like scoops up a little more of the yellow fluid, before just kind of like walking at a normal pace toward the Dicky Dome. Like just kind of doesn't even fully phase him. Just kind of like, huh.
Okay.
I would like to. How is TBD like fully phased out? 404 error screen completely.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just like call out to the other two, like, I'll just get TBD somewhere safe. And like, whilst can I like, is it possible that I can like lift TBD to like her quarters?
Yeah, absolutely. She's like half the size of you. She's like 3 foot nothing.
Whilst I'm doing that, can I double check to make sure that these are my musket holes?
Sure. Make me another investigation check.
Oh Christ.
Okay, yeah. Well, I do want this one to be all right. 15.
Okay. These are too big to be your musket holes.
Oh God bless.
Nice.
But at this point, only you know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So they are like, your musket is like fit to the hand of a tabaxi, and you are what, like 5'8", 5'9"?
I'm a wee boy. I'm a small boy.
Oh, are you a wee boy? What's on your Tinder bio? Go on.
Oh, 5'1".
5'1". Okay, no, you're a tiny boy. So this is actually your musket is fit to a tinier hand, a tinier paw, and so in lieu of a larger muzzle, you sort of traded that off for more of a sharpshooting ability. You have a much clearer shot and aim. But this, to be something like a wild shot, like a buckshot, something hefty, much larger than anything that you've ever carried. Not quite a ballista size, sort of, not like a Gatling gun size or anything like that, but significantly smaller.
Whilst like I'm just putting TBD. I don't know like if TBD goes to sleep or has a bed, so I'm just gonna put her in the middle of the room and just be like, okay, all right, really sorry, just and then I don't know how damaged TBD is, but there's still like buckshot hole, so I'm going to cast Cure Wounds level 2.
Aw.
Yeah, no, absolutely. How many hit points does she gain back?
Let's roll these dice and
Roll
find
some
out.
dice.
It's 12.
Yay!
Oh, beautiful. Lovely stuff. All right. You see the rainbow flicker in her hair again, similar to when Dicky healed the party. And it streaks through very briefly. And there is the sound of whirring and clicking. And just very briefly, you see her shudder, almost come back to life. She's almost there. Her eyes blink open. The holograms are there just for a second. And then she's back down.
I think
So
like
there is-
Charlie will step back out the door like, well, it seems like I've done everything I can here. All right, thank you. Get a good night's sleep. Bye. Just like sneak off back to the Dicky Dibidome, the Dicky Dome.
Dibidome. I'm going to say that TB's, you've put TB in the captain's quarters where you guys were before, where the disco lights are going, and it's an environment that she is familiar with and happy with. So yeah, she's in there, and then you run off to the Dicky Dome. So Nacho, could you roll me another sleight of hand, please?
Yes. Can I lock the door behind me as well?
So you and Dicky are moving into the dome at the same time. So this would mean locking the door on Dicky, like slamming it and locking it with the body in hand. Is that?
Sure. Let's try that. No, actually, no. Let Dicky pass, and then I lock the door behind us. So Charlie's left
Okay.
outside.
Okay. So you're bringing the body in, putting it down, then going to lock the door.
I also got a 6 for my sleight of hand check.
Okay, excellent. As you are attempting to get whatever is in the hem out of the hem, you are not able to conceal it from Dicky. Like the wet slurping of your hands, it's like two fish being slapped together.
No.
It's just like as you're trying to get into the seam, you're just like, come on, give it. And it's like it's so painfully obvious. Dicky, you see Jellamiah fumbling with this hem pretty badly.
Jelly looks up and says, "I'm sorry. I'm nervous, so my hands are louder than they used to be."
Dicky's gonna be like, "Oh, that's all right, buddy. We've all been there. My hands get clammy sometimes when I'm around, people that make me feel a little nervous. Haven't had that happen around a corpse just yet, but the night is young. What are you trying to do there?"
I think there's something in the hem. It's circular, and I think it might give us some context about what happened here.
Oh, Jelly, you are really observant. Thank you. Let me take a look here. And Dicky is going to just kind of really haphazardly try to rip the hem open. And given that it's a hem, that shouldn't be too tricky. Hems are usually like, tailor's catch stitches or something. They're meant to be on the looser end of things. So
Absolutely. Give me a strength check.
oh no. Check. Not a saving.
just
15.
Okay.
What did we get?
15. I'm feeling
Oh,
very masculine
lovely.
in this moment.
Oh, there is a little flex to your arms as you do this. Like, I've done this before. Dicky has ripped the clothes off many a willing and wanton woman, man, and or anything else outside of that or in between. So, like, you know your way around a hem. You expertly pop it open as if it were a pocket.
Excellent. So what's in there?
You pull out what appears to be no bigger than the size of an average coin, a ring. It, on first glance, just looks like a ring, but if you look a little closer, there's sort of inscriptions around the outside. It doesn't look like it's made of any particularly expensive material or anything, but it's a ring.
Can I take a crack at reading the inscription?
Absolutely. Could you make me a history check?
Sure. It's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay, you know that these are runes forming part of a spell, an old spell, an ancient spell um, like 1800s, but
An old spell. It's an old spell.
Could you roll me an investigation check now as well?
That's also a 10.
Also a 10. Excellent.
Consistency. That's what I like. Yeah.
As your fingers move about it, you feel the inside shift slightly, and a second band from within pulls out. You realize like there's maybe 3 bands within this ring that sort of come out and move as one. So it's almost like a sphere, but made of different bands, and each band has different runes carved on it.
You know, I've seen these used for navigation in the past. I've also seen these used for some secret code kind of nonsense. This is interesting. I like this. And since the body is on ice, Dicky's just going to sort of show the little ring thing to Jelly and just be like, you make anything out of this? Because to me, this could be any number of things, but it is fun. I'm really resisting the urge to like toss it around like, you know, like a cat. I'll take your silence as a sign that I should check in on Tee Bee. Yeah?
Oh, am I back? Sorry.
Oh, no,
you
no,
guys
no,
still
it's
got the
Jelly.
rope.
My
yeah.
bad. My mom walked in and my
That's
dog
okay.
was barking.
I think we should probably tell BB first and then check with Charlie. Or I don't know if Charlie and then BB. I don't know. Whatever you decide, Dicky.
No, I appreciate your advice, and that's a good call. Also, based on what just happened there, are you okay? You seem a little shocked by the whole gruesome situation thing. Do you need any support?
I'm okay. And he just farts.
Dicky just kind of sighs, wishing his friend would open up to him more, and then just goes, "Okay, bud, let's go see the other folks here. Let's go talk to BB."
As Dicky sighs, there is a rap on the door.
Hello.
Charlie has arrived at the Dicky Dome.
I would like to revise that previous sound effect. I would like a clawing noise at the bottom half of the door, please.
Yes, absolutely. Scratching can be heard as Dicky is sighing, like a wanton scratching.
Come on in.
Oh, thanks. I did forget why I wanted to come in, but yeah, all right.
The door is locked.
The door is locked.
Oh. Dicky just sees the like paw under the door.
Yeah.
You know, and is like, oh, hold on. Opens the
Jelly
door.
farts again.
Dicky opens the door, is like, sorry about that.
Yeah, it just seemed to be stuck from this side is all.
Yeah, no, sometimes the door, the Dicky Dome, it locks automatically because I get up to some sciencing that's a little too spicy for people to just like, you know, get surprised by. So, you know, just a safety precaution. Anyway.
Dicky, can you make me a deception check, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Dicky doesn't know that I locked the door though.
And
Does
also,
he?
that seems like an entirely truthful statement.
I
according
know.
to Dicky's
I rolled a
personality.
7, but I was telling the truth.
Okay, Dicky knows he didn't lock the door, but Sam's none the wiser.
Yeah.
Charlie's none the wiser. So we'll go
Doors
with that.
stick. That's just what happens.
Yeah. But hey, we found this fun little doodad. I want to play with it, but I'm pretty sure it's also an old spell. So if you want to take a look at that, see if it seems familiar to you, since you knew the professor and all that sort of stuff, I won't stop you.
Well, I'll go into my relationship with the professor. I mean, I'm just an incredible fan. The professor's written an incredible amount of works, and he just kind of like spills out all this stuff that like that Humboldt's discovered, and just kind of like all these amazing creatures and an island biodiversity theory and this and that, and he's just kind of like living in the moment where like the professor's fine and alive and fine, and then just kind of looks back at the table and is like, But he's fine. He said he died before, so maybe he's in like a ton state. I mean, some smaller creatures enter a ton state where they can undergo extreme bodily stress, be it the vacuums of the astral sea or extreme heat, and then they're fine. They just need a bit of water, and then they're fine. So maybe I'll just yeah, well, maybe in the book I'll read the book, but the ring I'm gonna let you get a hold of that one.
All right.
At the base of the door, you just hear a knock, and BB's the top half of BB's balls just come around the side of the door frame, and look up at you guys and go, He's dead.
Probably.
No.
So we're not gonna give him a funeral.
Well, he's not dead, so it wouldn't need a funeral. It's probably just gonna need a rest, and then it'll be fine.
Maybe sometimes when people have hard and long lives, they just need to take a nap, and that's okay. He's just taking a nap. He's not dead. He's okay.
Relate, and BB rolls back through sort of Charlie's legs, and out back down the corridor towards the spelljamming helm.
All right, go play, go have fun. We'll be right with you.
Does anyone know what sort of religious persuasion BB is of? I mean, a funeral couldn't be. How hard could it be? If it'd make BB happy.
Search me. I've only just come on the ship, but if I had to guess, if I had to have a wander in, probably wouldn't have been the Giant's domain. Probably not of the Ordning.
As you guys are chattering, you hear a mechanical scream coming from the way that BB has just rolled to.
Jelly bolts towards BB. He wants to protect BB.
Dicky like kind of half skips at first, like as a part of like ramping into a run before running, and Dicky's like, "We're having another awful day."
As Dicky says that, you run back onto the sort of deck of the Narwhal and up to the spelljamming helm, which has the best view of all surrounding sides, which, with the exception of the back, because the Narwhal sort of back comes up like that. BB is looking over the port side of the ship and is frozen in fear because a very large and unavoidable object is hurtling towards you. And BB turns and looks you dead in the eyes and goes, "Oh, it's a galleon. It is a galleon. It is a space galleon. They are on a collision course. What do you want to do, Captain?"
Can I try to talk to their bridge? Obviously, we want to steer away too if we can, but if they help steer,
they're in closing 5 clicks.
Okay. Just shift away as fast as you can. Other direction, or can we?
BB rolls to the helm, and very quickly attunes to the spelljammer, and you again all feel this now very familiar sort of rush of inertia as the Narhole sort of books it in the direction away from the space galleon.
Meanwhile, Dicky's gonna go to like the microphone that they use to communicate with other ships and go, ahoy! This is Dicky St.Germain of the Narhole. We don't want to collide with you. Hope you're doing okay there, bud. Sorry about that. Please.
The microphone that you are talking about is effectively just like a loudspeaker. It's one of those sort of conical like tin cones affixed to one side of the ship, and you are yelling through that at this other ship and hoping it carries through the void. This is probably the first time that you guys have noticed you are out of the Wildspace system that you were in when you last lost your memories. You're in the Astral Sea. There's no air bubble around you. There's no air bubble around the other ship as it encloses and gets closer and closer, and there is silence. And it is somehow because it is a larger ship and a more powerful ship, it is traveling. Hydrate very quickly. Sorry, I missed that from before. Hydrate, everyone.
Oh, thank you, Bevo.
Thanks for that. My voice was getting a little
Bottoms
hoarse.
up. Can I use my spyglass to have a wee peeky at the shippy?
Yes, absolutely. Perception check with advantage, please.
Yeah. Nice. I got 22 on the first one.
Woo!
Beautiful. Let's see if you can get any higher on the second.
My God. No. 10.
Oh, thank God we're not playing this by Richard Soames' rules, which is my understanding of advantage is just to roll 2 dice and take the second one, regardless of if the first one is higher. Oh,
It says in the book.
sweet.
It says in the book.
Sweet baby. You pull out the spyglass, look at the ship, and you notice 2 things quite quickly. This is a space galleon. It is huge. It is moving very, very fast, much faster than the narwhal. It is maybe, I want to say, like 4 times the size of the narwhal. You also see the name of the ship emblazoned on the front, on that sort of plates that ships have. This is the Manhole.
Oh!
And as Dicky's final pleads come over the airway sort of share between ships, these tin cones, you hear from the ship, "Oh, Dicky, it's been a while."
Oh!
That's Dicky, could you how would you like to react? What do you think's happening?
I'm pretty sure that's Lord Gurgi. So Dicky's just gonna be like, "Hey, I haven't seen you since I got this ship. How's it going, man?"
The are traveling at top speed at this point, and all you hear is from the galleon, from the manhole, just the sound of, "Get ready, Dicky! I'm coming for you!" And with that, we're going to take a really quick break.
Jelly farts.
What is happening? What?
All right, we're going to take a very quick 5-10 minute break. We'll be back here at about 8:45. Have a cup of
Cool.
tea, have a pee, but not both.
And go say hi to Molly.
Go say hi to Molly, absolutely. All right. We will see you back here then. Take care. Bye.
Don't pee in your